Well, hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Hey, Archax, Death Knight, good to see you in the chat. Good to see everyone else. Joseph, Shirley Dev, Constant Code. I see you all. I see little avatars walking around. You didn't waste any time whatsoever, did you, Shirley Dev? Well, you know what? I guess that's one way to kick off the stream, right? Battle Royale. Though I guess now's a good time to do it if you're trying to win. Not so much competition, you know what I'm saying? your odds are pretty good at winning this one. Exxon, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Shirley Dev decided to start a battle royale right when we started the stream. He really wants to win this one. Oh, but it looks like he's out already. He didn't last very long. Ooh, and I got a health pack. Ooh, I might have this one. I got a health pack. Shirley Dev, I think you were killed early. I think I have this one. Oh, get me close. Constant Code. I think I got it. I'm champion. I got it. Woohoo! Yay me! Rigged. It may seem that way. Mortel Box. Good to see you, my friend, as always. So, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. My body hurts. I'm doing some backyard projects. And yesterday, I was shoveling rocks and moving dirt and compacting dirt with like a little hand compactor. I don't know if you've ever used one of those. But man, that's killer on the back. I'm so freaking tired. I'm so sore. I woke up, could barely get out of bed this morning. Like, oh my God. It's brutal. But the backyard is coming along. Slowly, but surely it is. KRJack's front yard project removed 120 square feet of sod, built 4 garden beds, and filled them. Yes! You fill me then. I know what you're going through. You know what I'm going through. Yes. A lot of pain and exhaustion in there. But I did sleep really good last night. I will say that. I slept amazing. Amazing. I was just out. Laid down and out. I don't even remember going to sleep. That's how crazy tired I was. Okay, so I'm trying to remember what we were doing. I think on Tuesday we were working on the template, right? We're creating a new template for the Visual Studio extension, the Prism Template Pack. Surely Dev. He had to make sure. Because he was killed. Shirley Dev was killed in that Battle Royale really quick. So quick, he didn't even see his avatar. Stabbed in the back by Burley. That's right. I just come up. I've been known to do that. But yeah, as I was saying, I think we left off by creating that template, right? The full app template. So now we kind of have to get that to work in Visual Studio somehow. This will be an iterative process because, you know, it's been a while since I've been in that code. So I'm going to have to kind of remember how it works. So we'll take it step by step. And this is a new install on my computer, so I'm sure I'm going to run into problems somewhere of something not working that I'll have to fix, right? It's just, that's development. That's our world. So, yeah. I guess we'll just jump right into it, shall we? I think we shall. First off, I have to jump into the repos. Prism Template Pack, templates, WPF, full app. So this is our full app template, and I'm pretty sure we left off with editing this template file here, we just kind of threw some stuff together. Nothing's really set in stone yet. Yeah, to do add other projects here. Okay. I'm trying to remember. You know what? The best way to remember something is to see what you did in the past, right? So let's go to Xamarin Forms. I'm going to look at the blank app. Now let's just kind of see what I did here. Basically, yeah. Oh, that sources exclude. That's interesting. Oh, primary. Oh, okay. Okay. Primary outputs. Blank app / blank app. I wonder what this is in the relative path to that. So if this is a Xamarin Forms template, we see blank app / blank app CS proj. Blank app. Okay, so it's within relative to the template file. Okay. Let's do this. Probably gonna need this to be up, right? All right, so I need to add some projects here. Oh my gosh, let's do this. Okay, so I need to see this. So we have, this is gonna be full app, right? That's what we're doing, right? Well, we're doing that syntax, I guess. Just to make sure. Okay. And then I'm gonna copy and paste this. We have quite a few projects. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, the fun stuff. Copy and paste. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, full app. So the next one we're gonna do is core. Full app.core. If I can spell. Now, spelling is important here. I think it's just full app.core.csproj. It is. Yes. Yes. Okay. So essentially what I'm doing here is I'm telling this .NET template that when I create this template, these are the projects that I'm putting down on your disk. Okay, so when you say .NET new Prism WPF full app in your command line, this is what you're gonna get all these projects that are gonna be stuck on your disk. Okay. Modules //. I'm just gonna copy it. Oh, okay. //. That's my new. I'm just gonna call it // from now on. CS proj. Okay. Actually, I better make sure. Hold on. I might have messed this up. Nope, I didn't. Okay, good. Services. Okay, so we have a services in here. // Actually, I'm gonna have that in 2 locations. We have this. And the interfaces. Say it with me, everyone. // There. You know what I need to do? I need to write an extension that just you right click and it creates a .NET template for you. That's what I need to do. Because then this would just be done with already. And this is going to be under tests // Got it. .csproj. Right? Yeah. Perfect. Okay, I think I have it all where I want it. think that's good. Primary outputs. I think that's all I really have to worry about for now. I'm not doing any of the sources stuff. Yeah, this is all I'm concerned about right now. I'll worry about the parameters later. Yeah, I'm not worried about any of that stuff. GUIDs. Ooh. This might... I might need to come back to this. Actually. I don't remember if I have to add a GUID for each project or not. I don't remember. We're going to find out. We will find out. I think maybe I do. If I remember correctly, I think this basically makes up the solution file. But you know what? We'll go with it. Okay. Next step is let me open up repos, Prism library, template pack, template pack, template pack. This is the Visual Studio project or solution that contains the extension for the Prism Template Pack. And so let me kind of walk through how this is structured so we kind of understand where everything's at, okay? So of course, this template pack project here, this is the main VSIX that's created. With the mask redemption, Spartan mask, we get to test.
And it works. Yes, I did fix it. It has been fixed. Yay me. Oh, wait a minute. I have something for that. I fixed it. I fixed the mask. Thank you. No, you. It's you. Thank you. So for the next 3 minutes, I will be a Spartan in my Spartan voice. Hopefully my Spartan voice works too. If it doesn't, let me know. So this project here is the template pack. This is the main VSIX that's created. So when I do a build, this is the project that creates the VSIX that you install into Visual Studio. Okay? Now, in this VSIX, I have a few things. First off, you have images for like your logos and stuff, right? This is where I put the Prism snippets. So all of the snippets that you use in the Prism template pack, this is where those live, okay? It's in a .snippet file. So for example, Prism property, this is the snippet for that. Very simple, okay? And then I have one for the full property, commands, all that great stuff. Then, let me get back to this in a minute. The templates folder, I'll get to that in a minute. Next, what's important is this package def here. Now, this is needed in order to tell the extension kind of where to install stuff, right? For example, my templates, the template engine, templates /Prism. I want to put my code snippets, right? This is the code snippets right here. It's the package folder, right? That's going to be the template pack. Snippets, the snippets folder. C#, the C# folder. Prism, the Prism folder. And then that's where it's going to find all of my snippets for this extension. So that's kind of how that gets tied together, okay? And then these templates, I want to jump back to now. These NuGet packages are the packages that contain the templates that we're creating right now. Okay, and I'll show you kind of how that works right now. Now, there's two different ways you can approach this. Well, actually, in this case, it's not. In this case, it has to be part of the project. Because what I was going to say, some templates If it has a NuGet package reference, you don't have to include those in with the template. It will automatically bring those down into Visual Studio when you use the template. However, in the past, it wasn't always that way. In the past,
if you had a template that depended on, say, Prism, you would actually have to include the Prism NuGet package in your template, in your solution here to get it to work. You'd have to ship every NuGet package and its dependency with your extension, and that really sucked bad. But they fixed that. That's no longer the case. However, in this case, we are building a template that runs off .NET templates. So we have to have those NuGet packages in with the extension itself. Hope that makes sense, because these NuGet packages contain the templates, the .NET templates that we're using. Okay, so that's kind of how that works. Waldemar Coding, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. I'm just explaining kind of the structure of the Prism Template Pack solution. So as I navigate this and start hopping around, you're not so lost, right? You kind of have an understanding of where I'm jumping around. Harrison, good to see you, my friend. Going great. Going great as always. Okay, so that's kind of how that works. Now, when it comes to Visual Studio extensions, the most important part is your VSIX manifest. This manifest essentially is the truth. This is what tells Visual Studio what's being installed. Okay, so you have all your dependencies. In this case, it's just the .NET framework, which that's only there because of my .NET framework templates, which may be going away. Prerequisites, the assets. Basically, the assets are what's being included in this VSIX. Okay, and I'll cover this in a second. Waldemar. Okay, nice. Are you upgrading the CS Proj? Saw the open issue on that. No, I'm actually upgrading the Prism Template Pack Visual Studio extension with a new template. I'm just kind of walking through the existing structure of the solution for that VSIX extension. Okay. That's not. He cheated to win at BR, then cheered for him. Metal Slug, good to see you. Good morning. Always a pleasure. Okay, and then you have your install targets. Now, the install targets essentially say what versions of Visual Studio am I going to support and their versions, right? So in this case, I have a bracket, which says my minimum version is 15.0. And then I have a parenthesis right there that says up to and including 17.0. Okay? Now, I know 17.0 is not out yet, but I'm tired of having to update every time Visual Studio updates. So I cheated and say, you know what? It's good to 17. When they release 17, it's still going to work, right? There's less updating for me. But that's including 17, right? If I were to have a bracket, it would be less than 17, like 16.9. So the syntax for this version range is very important. Okay. Now, on the assets, Death Knight, perhaps 18 for legal reasons. Now, the assets, this is going to include all of the templates. As you can see the type, project template, item template, assembly, VS package, things like that, right? I guess the easiest way, let's view the source code on this. View code, because this is just XML, right? Kiddo Kaboo! Good to see you. Isn't that syntax range backwards from NuGet then? Maybe. I think it is, actually. It has its own little... Trust me, Visual Studio extensibility is... You almost have to have a PhD in Visual Studio just to freaking do it. It's freaking crazy. Right? So, the way this works is... You define these assets, and they have a specific type, right? They have project template, item template, assembly, a VS package. So, for example, the VS package is this package def right here. Whoops, didn't mean to open that. So, I added an asset of type VS package, and I pointed it to the template pack.package def. So, that's how I include all my snippets, right? And then what else was in there? The .NET templates, okay? And same thing for these item templates. So let's kind of get to the item templates and where those are at in this project. I created a folder called item templates. I have my language, and then I have platforms, right? Xamarin Forms, WPF. We'll look at WPF. And then here's like the... Oh, really? One pocket pimp wanting to get his butt kicked in the Battle Royale. Good luck, my friend. I don't think you're going to make it. I know you have a pretty good track record in the Battle Royale, but I dominated the first round, just so you know. And here we go. It's a Battle Royale of all the avatars going at it. Only one avatar will survive. Maybe one piece, maybe not. You may be missing some limbs. It's a possibility. Anything can happen in this all-out battle to the death.
Another one.
Ball clap. Thank you for the follow.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
And another one.
And another one. And another avatar just went down. I'm still in it. I'm still in it, but I don't have a lot of health. Actually, Motel Box. Oh, I think Motel Box might have this one. I need help. Run away. Run away, Brian Lagunas. Don't get that health. What are you doing? You can't win this without health. Run. Run. Oh! Congratulations, Motel Box. The winner of the Battle Royale. If I would have had that health, it would have been over. I would have had that. Okay. Back to this. So, under the WPF folder, this is where I had the two item templates. In this case, we'll look at the user control. This is pretty straightforward. A item/project template is a project that contains a .vs template file, and this describes the template itself. Okay, and I'm not going to get a lot into this, right? But essentially, you have to provide a name. This is what shows up in the dialog, in the new project dialog, new item dialog, right? Prism user control WPF, what it does, a little description, the icon, project type, where it's going to show. Like all of these attributes represent something that's going to control how the template shows up inside of Visual Studio. And then here's the actual file, the item template file that gets added when you use this template. And so we have some variables that we're going to be using, but it's pretty straightforward. So this is the file that gets generated when you use this item template. Okay, now the project templates are a little different. So that was an item template. And so when I add an item template, we're back to the manifest file, right? When I add this item template, I have to show where it exists, right? And what it is. And all that, it's handled for you automatically. So if we go back to the designer, for example, on the manifest, we'll go to assets. I can say a new asset. You can pick what it is. Yeah, it's an item template. And then you pick a project in the solution, and it just creates everything for you, okay? Pretty straightforward. Now, the project templates, I do want to point out one other thing. We do have, this is how you use a wizard, and we'll get to that, actually. So in this case, when you create a user control in Prism, I have a create view model for view wizard that runs that will automatically generate the corresponding view to our view model to this view. So whenever this view is created, this wizard will run and automatically create that view model, right? And so we'll look at that as well. So that's how the item templates work. The project templates are a little special because we are using .NET templates. So let's just pick a simple one, like this blank WPF app. So you'll see in this project, we have nothing but an icon and a VS template file. Okay, that's it. Because we're using .NET templates. Okay. We have to provide, where these are being put, the language, the platform tag, all that crap. like the new the new project dialog that everyone hates, all those little filters. Well, yeah, you have to account for those filters. But as you can see, we have my select container wizard that we're using, and then we have the template engine, the .NET template engine wizard that actually runs through the NuGet and uses the template with all of our variables and parameters that we pass it. Clear as mud. So I know that's a lot that I just covered, but I think as we go through this, as we start actually writing one, it might come together a little more. It should be a little more clear as we create a new one. Okay. And so now let's start creating a new one. It's as easy as calculus. That's right, Death Knight. Okay. Let's go ahead and start by creating a new project. And I need an extensibility project. This is going to be a project template. C# project template. Full app.wpf. And let me make sure I'm putting this, because project templates, C# WPF. Boom. Hopefully I don't mess this up. .NET new, one pocket pimp. Okay, so there's some stuff I don't need in here. Well, that's interesting. Oh, that's right. Okay, so when you create a project template using the Visual Studio extensibility template like we just did, you'll get an assembly info, you'll get a class file, you'll get a project template.cs, right? This is the default experience, because essentially you would put every file in your project individually inside of this project, and you would update your VS template to include all of it. That's horrible. I hated that way. That's how it used to be, but we don't have to do that anymore. All right, so I'm gonna actually remove the template content. I'm going to remove everything here to where all I have is a full app WPF VS template. I want it to look a lot like this, actually. So I'm going to actually copy a lot of this. Because what could go wrong copying and pasting, right? Group ID. What's our group ID? I got to go back to VS Code over here. Is that it right there? Yep, I think that's it. Bam. Okay, none. C#. Okay, looks good. That looks fine. Okay, so what I'm doing here is on the template collection, there's a couple of things that I have to do. Okay, just to set this up, just to get ready for this. First is we have to define our template content. The template content is the stuff that's going to be made up of the template. Everything that goes within the template content will be put on disk when you run this template. And so what we're doing here is we're using what's called a project collection. This is an empty project collection. Now, a project collection tells this template that you're going to put more than one project into it. Okay, more than one project's going in there. So we want a project collection. Now, this custom parameters, this is for the .NET templating engine. What's that? Well, it is this wizard right there. So we're going to add this wizard. Okay. Now, what this wizard does is this wizard basically calls .NET new. That's what it does. Okay, and it passes in our template, which is this right here, Prism WPF full core. If I go back to my group here, see this? Prism WPF full core. Now, if we look at this one, Actually, let's look at the full app. I want to go back to the blank app. See where it says group identity, WPF, Prism blank, right? That's what we want right there. That's the identity. I mean, that's the group identity. And then the unique name, blank C#. So if we go here, here's the group identity. The identity for this first part is the group identity, and then C#. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So that gets passed to the .NET templating engine here. So that should be good there. What I'm gonna do? Oh, good. I'm gonna delete this icon. No, I'm not gonna delete it. I'm gonna copy. Can I just paste that in? Yes, I can. I'm gonna rename that, because this is the ICO I want. And then we'll delete that. Okay. Let's see here. Full app. You know, for now, I'm going to leave it full app.wpf. But we're not quite done yet at all. I'm trying to think. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been in this code base. Oh, I know one thing we have to do. Actually, one thing we have to do is we have to update our new spec file. We have to add the full app in here. I think I just called it full app.wpf. No, I just called it full app. All right, so what I just did is that template that we created on Tuesday, right? This template right here that we created on Tuesday, I had to add to the new spec file because this is what generates the NuGet package, right? We generate a NuGet package based off this new spec, and then it gets added to the templates folder. So it gets added here. This gets replaced. This one. Okay, and that's going to have the new template in it because we just added it to this new spec file, okay? Now, this is a little confusing. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, Brian, how on earth does that generate, right? So, let me make sure I saved everything. Let me save that file. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do a build. And we should see a check mark show up here that this changed. That this is different. Assuming everything works. Right? Assuming everything works. This is a brand new install. Something probably... Oh, okay, it worked. It totally worked. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so worried about that. Okay, so these two NuGet packages got replaced. So what I want to do is just to kind of prove what happened here is we'll copy this NuGet package. I'm going to turn it into a zip so I can just kind of look at it. Look at the content. Yes, and there's our full app. There it is. With all the goodness. You see that? All of our goodness is in here. All our services, all our class file, everything's in there now. So we did it. That worked perfectly. Okay, so I'll delete that. Now your question is, Brian, how did you do that? All you did was build. Why did it suddenly just generate that new spec, create a NuGet package, add it to the templates folder? How did that work? Well, I don't want to unload. I'd have to unload it. Essentially what happens is we have... Boop, 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 boop. We have some build props here. Is template pack project. Okay. Well, that's not really important. What's really important is the build target. So essentially we have a build target. And this target basically says, when we build this project, when we build the template pack project, it's going to execute PowerShell, and it's going to run the NuGet pack script, right? And then we pass in some information about the root of the templates. Okay, so this is where it's all at. Like, okay, PowerShell, exe, right? The directory, script root, build.ps1. So the build.ps1, this is the script that gets run when we do a build. So we just right-click, build project. This target, this build target, will execute PowerShell and build this script. You with me so far? Now, that script is right here. So if we edit this script, this is the build PowerShell script. All it does is it runs the NuGet.exe. It brings down NuGet.exe if it didn't already. And then it will build the two new spec files. Right? And the output directory is the templates folder in our project. Clear as mud? Okay, so back to here. When I click and build, we have the build target here that will run the build PS1 PowerShell script, which will then package up our NuGet files and copy them to this location here, the templates file. That's how that works. It's all automated. Just right click, works in build, in Azure, all that stuff. It just works. Okay. That's a lot going on just to build your template, right? Okay, so now that we have the actual template, we have to make sure, because we just added this full app.wpf. This is where we go into our manifest, right? Gonna add an asset, a new asset, a project template, a project and current solution, full app WPF. Okay. Boom. So it went ahead and added the project reference, and then also added the project template. Okay, so I'm going to save that. And we can't forget to bump that up. Actually, I'm going to call this 2.0. I'll call that 2.0 because we're adding a new template. But what I'd like to do, because I'm a little OCD a little bit, I like my file structured a certain way. I want to put my project templates up top. And I think I have blank app. Oh, those are the Xamarin Forms one. Okay. So we'll put that there. Yay. All right. So far, I think if we test this, we might get a basic something to work. Nothing's going to really be replaced yet because we haven't done any special like wizards or anything. But let me close this. We fixed that. That's good. Okay. Okay, I guess we could try to test this. Now, I'm not sure what's going to work and what's not going to work. But it's worth a shot, right? So let's go rebuild. Now, there is one thing I'm probably going to have to fix. Let me check it before I actually run this. So when you debug a Visual Studio extension, it runs inside what's called an experimental instance. Now, the way the experimental instance launches is there is a flag and the debug with some command arguments. And you start an external program with command arguments. Now, I never remember what this is. I think it's like root experiment / or something like that. So this has never persisted. For some reason, I don't know where this information is stored, but it's never persisted on disk. Because every time I have to reload my computer or I bring down or fork a repo that has an extension in it, it never keeps this data. So what I have to do So I'm going to open up a new Visual Studio here. Let's go VSIX. Oh, that's recent. I need to create a new project. Sorry. VSIX project. I don't care what it's called. I don't care where it goes. All I care about is I'm going to right-click, properties, debug. You see right here? You see how this is filled out? Well, for some reason, once you put it in GitHub and you do something on your computer, it doesn't work the same anymore. So I just copy and paste that in. Oh, /root suffix exp. Okay, I was close, but not really. All right, so what this is saying is we're going to start Visual Studio, but we're going to use the experimental instance of Visual Studio. Okay, that's what that's saying.
You love me.
Oh, F. Kinzo. Thank you for the follow. Okay. Let's see. I think we should be okay to give this a test run. Let me close this down. And so all I want to see happen right now is I just want something to happen on disk. That's all I care about at this point in time. And we called this, you know what? I'm gonna call this Prism Full App. Let's just do this. I'm gonna fix this name. I want to make sure I'm following the same convention as like the blank app. Prism blank app WP. Oh, I did WPF. What did I do for core? Let me look at this one. .NET Core. I probably don't need that. I could probably actually, I need to update all these to core. I'll do that later. Don't let me forget to do that. Don't let me forget to do that. Okay, but I'm gonna go with Prism Full App. Right. Let's do a rebuild. And then we're going to run this in the experimental instance of Visual Studio. And we're going to see what happens. Right. We go back to our template. Let me make sure I have some. Okay, default choice. Default value dry. Okay, so I have some default values for these containers, which is great. All right. Cross our fingers here. Now what's going to happen is this going to spin up a new instance of Visual Studio like it's never been launched before. So it's going to like setting up your environment, you know, all that stuff that happens when you run it for the first time. We're getting things ready, right? Logging you in, like all that stuff. So it takes just a second. Okay, so now I'm going to create a new project. I think I'm going to create a new project. Create a new Okay, initializing templates. The experimental instance will have some performance issues because you're debugging Visual Studio for one. And you're loading all your templates. So let's just wait. Okay. So we called this Prism Full App. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's come on. Anything? Just wait. Just wait. There it is. Okay. So this is our new template we just created. So there's no description or anything, right? We're going to say next. We're going to give it a name. What's this name going to be? We'll call it Demo 1. Where's it putting this? I'm going to copy that location. And actually, this should not be .NET Framework, so we got to fix that. We have to fix that. We should not have that option. We'll go ahead and hit create. Hope that doesn't cause problems for us. And then this is loading over here. Okay, project creation successful. Okay. So now what we want to do, I know it's not in Visual Studio yet. Remember, this is iterative. What we want to prove is that something was put on disk at this point. So I'm going to open up. Oh, hold on. My dog needs to be let out of the office. Hold on. Good for nothing, dog. Fine, leave me alone. I don't care. Okay, so I'm going to copy that location here. Okay, so we have demo 1. Check. Demo 1. Okay, but we have no files. Not great. Not gonna lie.
When one
Not great.
person meets
another,
come together.
Oh,
They
we
are
are
blending.
blending. Thanks for the follow, Field Marshal. Good to see you. Okay, so we had an utter failure here where nothing got put on disk. This is the fun part. This is the fun part. Why didn't it get put on disk? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so first let's start by figuring out... Okay, get rid of that. I want the core. Oh, well, yeah, we should probably default name. What's our default name? Sure, full app. Let's see. Create in place. Do I have this in here? I'm just going to start... Oh, required framework version. Get rid of that. That's for sure. That's why I was getting that .NET Framework dialog box. Why do you have that, right? And we don't want that, so got rid of that. Description, project type. I think the project type is right. Language tag. Here, I'm gonna copy language, desktop. These are those little filters. That. Sort order. I don't care about sort order, actually. Not right now. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to use another one of my wizards. I want to make sure all of my wizards are working. Now you're saying, well, Brian, what are you talking about wizards? What do you mean your wizard? Okay, let me take a break from where we're at right now. And I have another project down here called prism.visualstudio.wizards. This is where I put all of my custom wizards, all the custom stuff that happens when you create a Prism project. So, for example, I'm going to use my select container wizard. That is this wizard right here. Now, a wizard is a simple class that implements IWizard. That's all it is. Okay? And you have some methods like run started, should add project item, run finished, generating before finished, all this stuff, right? Now, in this case, when the wizard starts, run started, I'm showing a select container dialog. Okay, well, what's that look like? Well, good question. Where did I put that? Did I put that? That's new project dialog. That's not the one I'm looking for. Here, select container dialog. So this is my select container dialog. This is what I use to select the container and set various properties, right? So this is going to show. And if you look at the code, I show dialog and I get the result from that dialog. What's that look like? Well, let's go to the code right here. Essentially, where's the result? Right here. If I think I get set mainly when this gets called on create project. I create a new project dialog result. I raise create project. All that good stuff happens, and then essentially what winds up happening is in my wizard, I get that result, which is the project dialog result. And now I can tell if certain things have happened. Did they cancel? Right? Then I get my parameters from there. And we'll talk about this kind of later. I don't get too bogged down into the wizard code itself because it gets a little confusing if you're not writing it from scratch. But so the next phase is, okay, I'm going to run this again, except I'm going to test that my project wizard shows and that I can step through this. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's run this again. Because my full template here is now using my container wizard. And it does matter what order you put these in. Okay? The order in which they're listed in the VS template file is the order in which they'll execute. So keep that in mind. That's important. Very important. Prism full app. Full app 1, sure. Okay, so we hit... Oh, why is that so big? Okay, bring that down. Hide it. Okay, so we're going to hit this dialog. That should show, which it does. Thank you very much. We'll create the project. Wasn't canceled. So here's the information that we're putting in here. If it contains the key, target framework version. Why does it have that? Look at what we have here. 4 or 5. That's interesting. Okay. We know that's not the case. Okay. And there we go. Now, once again, nothing put into Visual Studio yet. But I did verify that the templates were running. So that's good. What happened to my... Oh, man. Do I still have that on? Nope, I don't have that on my... I think it was... C, users, admin, repos... Right? Was it repos? Where did I put that stupid thing? Maybe documents? Repos? Visual Studio? No. Where did it put it? I don't even know where it's at now. Admin. Oh, source. I need to fix that. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna delete all that. Oh, I didn't mean to hit create. Oh well. We'll let it go. But our wizard showed. That's perfect. I'm gonna stop that. Okay. Still nothing on disk, but we did have our wizard show up, so that's a positive. Okay, I get rid of these. Okay. So now we got to figure out why those aren't being put on disk. Wizard runs, which is great. That means this wizard most likely runs. Oh! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Prism.wpf.full.core. I think I put that there. Prism.wpf.full.core. Okay, that's the group identity. Yes. Okay. Mr. Destructoid version 2. Thank you for the follow. Okay. So that's right. The language C#. I want to make sure that I'm doing default, provide default name. Template. Oh, my template ID. That's where I messed up. That's why. Okay. That's what happens when you don't do something for a long time. The template ID. This is what the identity here. This is what the .NET template wizard uses to find the template to generate. Right?
Another one.
42, the meaning of life. 42. Another one. Thank you very much for the follow. So I think that's why the template wizard wasn't, or the template engine wizard wasn't putting anything on disk, because they didn't know what template we cared about, because it had this. That is not our template ID, right? So it couldn't find it. So let's test that theory. I'm going to run this again. And like I said, right now, I'm not too concerned with anything showing up in Visual Studio. I'm more concerned with something being put on disk. If it shows up in Visual Studio, great. But I'm not expecting that to happen. Okay, create new project. Prism full app. Next, full app 1, that's fine. Let me copy this again. Create. Here's our container, which is great. Yep, dry IOC. Generate project. Okay, so nothing in Visual Studio yet. Not a problem, but was something finally put on disk? No, it was not. It was not put on disk. I can lie, that's a little disheartening. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I wonder if, you know what we need to do? Let me delete this. Templates. I need to look at something. I think I think those GUIDs are actually more important than I thought. So for example, I'm going to go to the blank app here. We have 4. Blank app. I'm going to open with code. Here are those 4. Actually, are those? Is that it right there? So ends in D, ends in 1. 1, 9D, 11, 9D, 11, 0048. Okay, okay. We may have to actually add these GUIDs here for our project template. That may be something we have to do. Let's start with just the full app. Not here, not here. I want full app, open with code. So for example, full app, this one. I'm curious. Curious if that's what we have to do. You know what? I wonder if I could do it with just one. Let's test it. Did I save that? Okay. Let's do a rebuild. Because if I can get one project on disk, that's a huge win. Oh, wait a minute. Is that right? Hold on. No, it's not. I have other problems. Sorry. That needs to be a project group. That might have had a lot more to do with it than anything. Rebuild! Let's do it again. Okay. Run this. Man, the chat's been really quiet. You guys must be focused on this extensibility stuff. That or nobody's watching. I'm probably talking to nobody right now. Okay, new project. Oh, no, I have to. I need to clean it. I hope this is the right one. I hope this is the right one. Hold on. We have movement. We have okay. We have movement. Right there, baby. Right there. Like that? Do you like that right there? Huh? Yes. 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 Okay. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Gotta do it. You're too much. You're too much. Okay. So we got that on disk there. See, that was the problem. So let me show you what the problem was. And that's one of the issues with creating extensions. Everything's done with strings. One little property makes the biggest difference. And so on this VS template, this was not set to project group. And if you have more than one project, inside your template, it has to be a project group. Right? Okay. Yay. Got it. Okay, perfect. So now, I mean, it's working. Totally working. But there's some things I don't necessarily like about it. First, I'm going to open this on disk. So, we do have our folder structure, right? But remember, our template had Visual Studio solution files in it. Things were like, we had like, for example, where's my add solutions folder, right? We had a folder that said modules. And in that, we had the modules, right? Actually, let me run this right quick. I'm kind of curious. Will this build? Did it build? I mean, we still have some work to do. We still have to do some replacements of names. Like I want to rename the module and all that stuff. But I'm gonna run this. I think it worked. Like as is. We do have some naming to fix. And there it is. Hello for the message service. So all our services and everything's working, and that's awesome. However, how do I get my solution folders? That's what I'm curious about. So this part works. We probably need a description, change our sort order. That's fine. We need to change the description. But this works. Nothing I do in here is going to impact the way the project's generated, right?
Another one. Another one.
Mr. Bob Richard, thank you for the follow.
One. And another one.
And another one. Another one. Another one? Yeah, another one. Another one? Another one. And another one. That guy. Okay. So we have our project template working. I think I need to remember what this freaking GUID stuff is for. And then oh my gosh. You know what? I wonder if this is actually documented anywhere. Let's find out. .NET template but schema. Is that documented? I need to know. No, don't want that. Template.json. Here we go. Okay, classifications, identity, short name. Okay. Example. Yes. Okay, I got that. Packing a template to NuGet file. Yeah, I know how to do that. Include target folder. Okay, yeah, I know that. I know that. Installing a template. Okay. Okay. I need more detail, please. Don't care about uninstalling. Template.json right here. Bam! Okay. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for. GUIDs right here. Oh, what is this? Nope, that's GUID. That's not the same thing. Modifier. What is this? Oh, that's just the schema. I need documentation on the schema. Where? Maybe here? How to create your own templates for .NET New? Possibly? Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Sources, already did that. They're not talking about the... Are the GUIDs even required? Choices. Okay, that didn't do much for me, did it? Here's some samples. But I don't know if any of these samples actually have solution folders in them. You know what? Do I have a GUID for a solution folder? I think this is it right here. Right? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see what happens. This is the best way to figure out how something works, is you just play with it until you figure it out. Whoops. Getting ahead of myself there. And we'll do tests. I'm just not sure. Okay, let's save that. Let's run this again. I wonder if those GUIDs play a role in that solution file. Let's find out, shall we? Run it! And while that's setting up, I'm going to get another window open over here and ready to go. Here we go. Create a new project. Prism full app. Okay, so what I want to see happen here is I want to see a solution folder. So hopefully those GUIDs actually modify that. That non-Dart theme. Code Insights. Actually, for presentations, Dart theme is not that great. Okay, so that didn't really help me on the GUID side. I didn't get any Visual Studio solution folders by you putting those GUIDs there. How do I do that? How do I do that? Think. I've never done that before, actually. Do any of these templates... Here, what if I just... .NET template with solution folders. Dude, I cannot type. My keyboard, I swear. Nope. Nope. Maybe this. Maybe this. Maybe. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Solution template. Yep, yep, set that up. No, that... What? What is this? Definitely no. Definitely no. Definitely not that. How do we get... Maybe a spray tan theme. Death Knight. Maybe. Create... No, I don't... I want a solution folder. I want a solution folder. What does Hanselman have? Do you have anything useful? Nope. Not useful. Well, this is discouraging. Let's look at this. I think this is Dan's. And he didn't add any pictures. And actually, there's nothing here. I wonder if... Let's look. Not repos. Here. The Person Rocks guy is spamming. Doubt it. Yeah, nope, none of those. Dang it. Do any of these... I need to find a .NET template that has solution folders in it so I can just copy it. That's all I'm looking for. All I'm looking for. Oh, someone's at my door. Look. Nope, that's definitely not it. Maybe MVVM cross. Hold on. Someone's at my door. My dog's barking. Oh, hold on. 1 sec. 1 sec. So sorry. I'll be right back.
You're not your mistakes. Oh yeah, the good outweighs the bad, even though you're a mistake. Remember how I'd say, hey, 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 you'll be the man you always knew you could be.
All right. Sorry about that. Had my electrician just showed up, and so I had to let him into my shop to do some work. Okay. Let's find that nougat source, maybe. Templates. Forms. Template config. Hey, Jax, how's the new chair? Chair's awesome, actually. Chair's pretty awesome. Thanks for asking. Death Knight, to work on your computer? No, it's in my shop. I have a flood. Excuse me. I have a floodlight that went out, and it's my shop has like 15-foot ceilings, so I can't reach it. So I had to have my electrician come out because they have ladders tall enough for that. Try add folder to .NET template. No, it doesn't really work that way. Thomas DeWitt. Is that how you say that? Thanks for the follow. Thought maybe you fried your PC and then blamed it on VS. No, I did a VS update and it did hose me. Okay, let's look at what they're doing here. VS template. Okay. No, I'm looking for the template. This is what I'm looking for right here. Okay, so definitely added the GUIDs. Okay, added a solution GUID. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to add that in there. So Thomas says, my name is Thomas, and last name is DeWitt, which is the white in Dutch. Oh, nice. Well, thanks for joining, Thomas. We are writing a .NET new template that integrates with Visual Studio extensions, which is always fun. So, path. Oh, wait. Ooh, oh, right here. No, that's not it. Dang it. I thought I had it. I thought they were putting a path, but I already have that. See? Path services / Oh, wait. Ooh, yeah. It gets put on disk properly. It's just not... I don't have my solution folders in Visual Studio. So, Thomas, do you say Tomas? Or Thomas? My brother-in-law's name is Thomas, actually. Okay. Let's keep playing around with this, with the GUIDs here. Right? I'm thinking this does have something to do with it. So I'm just going to keep putting these GUIDs in here. Test project. Go. Oh, and somehow I magically broke this. Oh, it has duplicate items. Does it? 2, 4, 2, wait, E2, 6, 2, E2, 9, 1, 9, 1, 6, 2, AF, 8, 4, 8, 4, right here. So what was that? The 8, 4? Oh, I added, okay, never mind, I added that one. Okay, so that's that. So what's the solution GUID? I'm gonna add them all. I'm adding them all. Oh, this Thomas says the second one. It's just Thomas. It's not Tomas. It's just Thomas. Yeah, Death Knight. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I really don't. Okay, let's go back. I think these are all CS Proj, CS Proj. I don't see the solution for the primary output. Source. Rename. Symbols. Source. Well. Sources. Maybe. It's been a while since I've been in this template, so maybe the sources. Okay, let's just see what we have right now. Save that. Do a rebuild. God, I wish I could dual one pocket pimp. Well, for just 500 brine bucks, you can show the avatars and duel away Death Knight. Just saying. Unless you're saving them up for something. Okay, let's hope this works. I added the solution GUIDs. I added all the GUIDs to the other projects. I'm hoping... Create a new project. Prism Core app. Okay. Number 3. Number 3. Come on. I want to see... There's our wizard. I want to see some solution folders, please. Por favor. Por favor. Come on. Onegaishimasu. Ah! No solution folders. Okay. But this totally is where it's supposed to be. This is right. On disk, it is right. We have it working on disk. We just need these folders. Okay, close that. You know, actually, where our solution? Hold on. How's this work? Project. What is project? What is... Hold on 1 second. Can I put these side by side? I need to learn MMSoft. Here's a guess. Put the desired directory in the path. Doesn't exist. It's created. Simple, but sometimes simple is the end. Well, that's the thing. Everything on disk is correct. I just don't have solution folders. And I'm trying to figure out what makes up a solution folder. So all this is correct. These are my solution folders up here in my solution file. Right? Oh, hold on. Sabbath 5. Gave me a link. Yeah, did that. Oh, no. We're not doing it this way right here. We're not doing it this way. We are using the .NET templates. So it's slightly different when we're using .NET templates. Good tries. Good try, Zathby5. Okay. So if I open up full app 1, actually go back to full app 3, and I'm going to open this with code, we're going to see blatantly that the services, modules, and tests, these 3 items are not in this solution file, right? Uh-oh, is that my... Hold on one sec. Is that my guy? Is that my electrician? Tell me he's done already? No, it's not. I was about to say, that would be fast. So... something weird is going on here. I need to be able to update this project, the solution with those... with these. And I thought if I put the whatchamacallit, solution folder GUIDs, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, 6.2 1C. Okay. Let me move these in the correct order for one. Get lost. These are the GUIDs, but... very interesting. Okay, go back. Look what we're doing here. Per name directory, yep. That's totally get that. I wonder if I have to include the freaking solution file in the template. But I think if you do that, it generates 2 solution files. Yeah, actually, I can't include the solution file for the Visual Studio extension because I think Visual Studio winds up creating that solution file. I think I've tried that before. I mean, I could test it. Look, I'll do this. Full app. I'll just paste it in here. Right, and we'll just see what happens. Oh, someone else is calling. Okay. Because if I add the solution file, I think it's just gonna... I'm trying to remember. I think there's a reason why we didn't include the solution files. Creating a project. Number 4. That didn't work either. Yeah, that didn't get it. That didn't even get added. Where's Dan when you need him? Ha! Like he would know this. I'm the one who taught him this stuff. What are you talking about? Well, the good news is it's on disk properly. I mean, that's positive. Close that. Excuse me. A little swig of water. Man, I hate this little stuff. Why am I such a perfectionist? If I wasn't such a perfectionist, it probably wouldn't bother me that much. Let's see. Yeah, they're not. He's not including a solution file either, actually. Solution project grouping. Flat. All projects are placed in the root of the solution. All the test projects are placed in a test folder. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I don't know if that's going to help any. Maybe this doesn't do what I thought it would do. I have. And oh, oh, I'm like, what the heck is that noise going on? And I realized my daughter is riding her little hoverboard that she got for her birthday, which isn't until May 28th. However, somehow she has her birthday present now. How does that work, Mom? Is a solution Visual Studio only, or does VS Code use solution files as well? I think. Well, this is for WPF, so I mean, really, this is going to be a Visual Studio thing. Okay, I'm looking for anything that kind of gives a hint. I'm not seeing anything in this specific example. Let's jump back. I mean, this template looks just like my template, actually. He has his own wizard. Directory fix. Ooh, I wonder if he's doing some tricks there. So my wife, Diana Lagunas. Hey, I heard that. Oh, Thomas, your birthday's on the 28th of May as well. Nice. You share one with my 10-year-old daughter. Well, honey, I will say you did order her thingy a little early. It's not even her birthday month, right? At least wait till her birthday month. Thomas, she's gonna be 10. Okay. Is this a limitation, maybe? Possibly? Okay, no, that's just for host. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's look at blank. Yeah, I'm struggling here. I'm struggling here, people. Struggling. I mean, I have the solution good. So it ends in 30. Let's go look at... Oh my gosh, Death Knight! You're killing me, bro! You can have your battle royale. Here you go. Take it. Fight. Fight amongst yourselves. I don't care. Oh, wait a minute. That's interesting. Yeah, ends in 30. That's right. It ends in 30. So I'm still reading this GitHub document while you guys fight to the death. Okay. Death Knight. I think Death Knight brings the death, supposedly. Okay. This is... Oh, has nobility. Who's the winner here? Who's the winner? Thomas is the winner! Congratulations! How do you win your very first battle royale? I don't get it. Congratulations on the win. So in this case, they're including the solution file. Well, but I made that change. Actually close. What's this one? Oh, close that one. Too many windows open. See, I added it right here. Okay, so that should get included. Let me check this, our templates, just to make sure. Copy and paste this. Turn that into a zip file so I can check out the contents. Content. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's there. It's there. But I don't think Visual Studio uses it, is the thing. It creates its own, is the problem. And that's why we don't, right now, include them. I mean, it would probably work fine on, whatchamacallit, on the command line. Well, shucks. Okay, I know it's nothing to do here. I'm done in that. Well, I need to update the description, but still, other than that, that part is donezo. This is not an issue. Really, where we're struggling, or I'm struggling, I should say. This is the solution. Ends in 10. Nested projects. 6.2 AFAF. Okay. Why do you gotta use GUIDs? I hate GUIDs. Can template engine run a script after to inject stuff into the solution file? Well, yes. Yes, I can technically do that. That's just so much more work. I'd have to write a whole new wizard. I'd have to write a wizard. It's not a template engine thing. It's a wizard. I'd have to write a wizard, which would then manipulate the project structure. Which I'd rather not have to do that. Ugh, it sucks. There's got to be something. Got to be something here. I'm just not... My Google foo is just not great. Template.json reference. Okay. GUIDs. Okay, that's just one GUID. I need more GUIDs. Beyond the name of the templated content and some GUIDs to reach it. What? Hey, wait a minute. Death Knight, did that not work? What? Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get that. Why didn't that work? The other ones work. Hold on, let's test this one. Let's test this one. Whoa! That didn't work either, did it? Okay, I'm gonna test something else. I'm glad we tested that. Those were working the other day, though. Very weird. Why does stuff just stop working? So annoying. Let's go. Edit. Okay, let's try this again. Fixed it. Test it, Death Knight. Test something, please. That was weird. Okay, back to what we were doing. I wonder if I should add a primary output of the
Hey pal,
solution.
you just
file.
blowing from Stupid Town?
Ugh. See these GUIDs. Sources. Target. Copy only. Exclude. Include. Rename. Modifiers.
Do it! Just do it!
I'm working on it, okay? Working on it. Okay, this is... Oh, I didn't know you can have post actions. That's kind of cool. Condition. Description. Manual. Okay, manual actions. Run.net. Restore. Primary outputs. A list of important output paths created during template generation. These paths need to be added to a newly created project at the end of template creation. Okay. Sources. The set of mappings of the template content to user directories. If not specified, an implicit source is created with source. Okay. All other properties of source are set to default. Okay, this kind of looks like what I'm going for. GUIDs. Optional. A list of GUIDs which appear in the template source and should be replaced in the template output. For each GUID listed, a replacement GUID is generated and replaces all occurrences of the source GUID in the output. That's optional, though. Custom operations. So, I mean, technically, I think it's saying that all of these, I can, like, get rid of that, technically. I'm going to save it, and let's just see what happens. I'm going to test this. There's got to be a way to do a solution freaking folder. Come on, people. We were making such good progress, too. I mean, we got this template running pretty quickly. If I wasn't such, you know... I really want solution folders. Like, I want them. Sure, I can continue and just not have them, but I want them. This is going to bother me. This is really going to bother me if I can't figure this out. I don't like not figuring things out. That annoys the heck out of me. Yeah, all these still work. Those freaking GUIDs were totally optional. Yeah, it's like having a bad song stuck in your head. I mean, problem is, so what exactly do these freaking GUIDs do? What's the point of having them? I'm gonna go back up to the GUIDs. A list of GUIDs which appear in the template source and should be replaced in the template output. For each GUID listed, a replacement GUID is generated. Oh, okay. I got it. This doesn't say include these GUIDs. It's saying these GUIDs need to be regenerated, like replace them with something else. So I guess you don't have like the same GUID on disk. Okay, you know what I'm gonna try? Let's try this. Just for fun. SLN. Yep, full app. Just for fun, let's just see what happens when we do this. Close. I don't think that's allowed, but we will see. Right? Okay, play this bad boy. This better work. Man, I'm just getting frustrated. Just give me solution folders, please. But I don't think what I'm doing is going to be allowed. We'll see. We shall see. Create a new project. This is going to be our Prism full app. Generate. Number dose. Here's our custom wizard. Full app dose. Or ni if you're Japanese. Okay, so that didn't work either. But what's on disk? Yeah, that didn't do any good either. None whatsoever. Ugh. Don't like it. I mean, I could look on the bright side. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 sec. I'll be right back. That's my electrician. I'm sure he's going to give me good news that he has it fixed. 1 sec. Okay, never mind. He wasn't telling me that he was done. Okay, so... You know, we made good progress. I don't want to be too down on myself, right? I mean, we did do something pretty cool. We're using a .NET template from the .NET templating engine. We're including that NuGet package, which is automatically being built. And we're generating those templates from Visual Studio extensions. We got that working. So... I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna take that for the win for today. I'm running out of time. I will continue this escapade on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. That's when we're doing it. Yes. Lost my train of thought there for a minute. So Tuesday we will continue our journey on trying to figure out this. You know, and maybe I skip. Maybe I skip the whole solution folder thing for a while and we just start focusing on renaming the projects and making sure everything's named properly, right? Aren't the folders set by the CS proj file? No, actually they're set by the solution file. The solution contains the solution folders. And that's the problem we're running into, is that Visual Studio is creating a new solution. So, I mean, I may have to create a custom wizard that cleans up some of these projects for this specific template, which I would hate to do that. I would hate to have to do that, because that's a lot of custom code for one template that's specific to that template, right? I swear. I don't know. In the meantime, maybe before the stream, I'll keep fiddling around with it. No promises. So VSIX is releasing their 20.1 product very soon, and so I have a lot of work to do on that release. So I don't know how much time I'll have to play with that stuff. But let's go and let's find somebody to raid. Who is streaming right now? Let's look. Streaming right now. Okay. Well, I'm streaming. Code Rushed. Oh, Dan's streaming. Hey, let's give old Dan a raid. How about that? All right. Well, I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. It's always a pleasure. I know you could spend your time doing anything else, anywhere else with your time, but you choose to spend it with me, and I greatly appreciate you all. Thanks for struggling with me. Sorry I couldn't figure it out at the end, but that's just how it goes sometimes. It is what it is. We'll figure it out, dang it. We'll figure it out. But thank you once again. Let's go ahead. Let's rate Dan. Give him some love and some support. And I will see you Tuesday. Same place, same time. Awesome. Have a great weekend, everyone.